What's going on, everyone? Badger here, and let's talk about Superman's box office one more time for the last time. We have said from the beginning that if it doesn't beat Man of Steel, and certainly if it doesn't at least break even, it is going to be a resounding failure. And it didn't break Man of Steel, and it is a resounding failure because it didn't break even. We are looking at 610 worldwide. The conservative way that everyone used to do this is it needs to make 3 times back its production budget, not even including marketing. 225 production budget, if we believe that, it needed to make at least 675 million to break even. And those are using very polite numbers. We know that this had way more than 225 in its budget, and that this is a loss. This is a loss. So maybe you can go the John Campea route, who admitted it's not even breaking even, but that it never needed to break even, that all they needed to do was get positive will and get sequels. And well, I don't think the positive will is there, even if we're going to get the sequels. Really, though, congratulations to F1. I mean, let's just look at this for Superman. Domestic box office 351, international 259. Then we go over to F1, who has beaten Superman. Superman had 610. This has $613 million worldwide. And look at that, 187 domestic to $425 million international, proving once again that Superman has been this version of it at least, has been wholly rejected by the outside of America audience. And that is not good. That is not sustainable at all. And really, the hypocrisy that we have seen, the standing and protection of this movie has been out of control. Sure, there's the Rob Liefelds that will say that Fantastic Four is shit and it's not making its money, and that's all true, but then he'll come over and stand for Superman, and that's because he doesn't like Kevin Feige. So that's already a corrupted voice. And then there's, of course, the James Gunn sycophants that are trying to spin this, when these are the same people that were saying it was going to break $1 billion and it was going to trounce it. It was going to be it's going to be so amazing. And you couldn't even beat the fucking by the book Brad Pitt racing movie. All right. You are on a house of cards. And then what do? They announce a sequel. The digital release hit early. They released a cope explanation that they had to do this because for reasons outside of their control, Peacemaker was coming out, and it was so important that everyone saw fucking Superman before they watched Peacemaker. And spoiler, you didn't even need to see Superman to understand what was going on. You did need to watch the previous season of Peacemaker, though, because we've essentially just made everything that James Gunn ever did canon while ignoring the people he didn't cast. And of course, all the orgy scenes and all that don't need you to explain. Really, if anything, the only thing you needed to watch for Peacemaker was James Gunn, The Suicide Squad, because that's what this is a sequel to. That's what this is a continuation of, and just latching on all the chains they can from his previous work into the new DCU. The next big thing we got after that is Lanterns, Clayface, Supergirl, and then, of course, James says he's shooting the sequel, which isn't actually a Superman sequel, but it's the next movie in the Super Family movie, but it's dealing with people that you've seen already, which means it's Clark and Supergirl and the Justice Gang is his sequel. So there you go. Yet again, another movie that has Superman adjacent properties where he won't be the star in, and it'll probably lose all the money. And yeah, if you're detecting a hint of frustration, it's not just because my name is the Angry Badger. It's because I've had to listen to the most disingenuous shit ever. First and foremost, some of those same people saying that F1 is losing money and that it's not going to break even. Oh my God, even if, okay, fine, using the same math, and then they come over here and they say, oh no, it's totally profitable. It ended profitability in the 500 millions. It's like, but how come? But it's inconsistent because these are disingenuous shills who are running protection for Superman. Superman is a flop. I'm glad people enjoyed it, but flops are movies that come out and don't make their money back or even significant profits. And that's what this is. It's not a bomb. Clearly people went to go see it, but it is not profitable, not yet. And maybe that ROI will come around in another 5 years as we look at Superman clearance toys and everything else. But at the end of the day, your movie that was supposed to launch all of the DCU, and despite what James, because originally he did say that Superman is known worldwide, apparently the racing movie is a little bit more beloved. So last thoughts, 610 worldwide for Superman, 613 worldwide for F1. Superman lost to a racing movie, and it couldn't be more worthy. You let me know what you think of the flop that is Superman, and ballsy to already be having sequels to something that didn't make money or actually launch your universe. That being said, I do want a sequel of F1, and I can't wait for the Tom Cruise Days of Thunder spinoff. Let me know what you think about all this. Make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And suck it, Gunn.
Well, bye.